beautiful downtown Sanford. Today we were invited out by Sanford Tours and Experiences to try out their downtown Sanford historical walking tour, which is awesome. Thank you so much for inviting us out.
Thank you.
Today the tour starts at the Sanford Information Center, so they ask you to be here 15 minutes early. Also, the tour obviously we can't show you because that would ruin it.
We're hoping for a highlight reel.
Yeah, like highlights, bits and pieces. Come along with us and we'll show you how awesome Sanford really is, because it is really cool and only 30 minutes from Orlando.
If you're waiting for your time slot for the historic walk, located right by the clock is the farmers market on Saturday.
As I mentioned, our tour started at the Sanford Information Center, which is a great place to pop in, get a drink of water, and use the restroom because you will be outside for about an hour and a half to 2 hours. Our tour was at the end of September and it was 10 a.m. when we started, so as you can imagine, it gets pretty hot in Florida. So I'd recommend bringing a bottle of water and maybe an umbrella for some shade. And although the tour is about an hour and a half to 2 hours long, it doesn't require very much walking, so it's very easy. I feel like it's a good activity for most people, but it does require long periods of standing. Our tour lucked out because we were able to go inside of the Ritz Theater. Now this is something that doesn't happen every tour, just when someone's inside of the theater. The theater is absolutely gorgeous inside, and I can't wait to go back and watch a performance there. A cool thing that was pointed out to us was all of these plaques located around the downtown area. It gives you a brief history of the buildings. And it goes without saying, don't forget to tip your tour guide. Our walking tour, Nancy was awesome, so I highly recommend that. It's really inexpensive, it's $20, and it's about an hour and a half to 2 hours long, and it takes you just around the downtown area and talks about the different influential people that have built the town up, and it's really, really cool, really inclusive. One of the places that was mentioned is the Old Jail, and it is actually a restaurant now, so we're gonna go try to get lunch there because it still has the old bars inside. Let's go get locked up.
And by bars, she doesn't mean the alcoholic type. She means the jail cells.
Yeah. So a few months ago, I saw the menu for this restaurant and it had a vegan option. Unfortunately, they don't have one now, but we decided just to order some fries and get some cocktails and then we'll go eat lunch somewhere else. But this restaurant is really cool, and these these truffle fries look fantastic. Also, I just wanted to note that even though they didn't have a vegan option, the chef was really willing to accommodate, so he could do some sauteed veggies and stuff, but we decided just to go with the fries. But that was very nice of them to attempt a vegan option. So even though there weren't really any vegan options at that restaurant, I think it is 100% worth a stop there. It is really, really cool. Tons of history, obviously.
I think that I need a little more lunch because I'm feeling a little on the loopy side.
Fries and cocktails. That sounds like a perfect lunch. So now we are going to go over to the Sanford Museum and just go check out this free little museum to give us a little more history of the area. And then that will conclude our day. So let's go into the museum and see what kind of cool stuff they have. This museum has a pretty big collection of items that were owned by the founder of the town, Henry Sanford, that was donated by his daughter. Here you can also find a sports collection highlighting achievements of Sanford natives, as well as exhibits focusing on local celebrities, businesses, fire and police department, agriculture, and much more. One of the oldest items in the museum is this huge canoe that was found in 1981 and is from 800 CE. Another exhibit that I wanted to point out was this nod to Sanford's celery growing past. Sanford used to be known as Celery City because it grew so much celery.
So that wraps up our day in Sanford. We did the walking tour, the museum, and if lunch makes this cut, maybe lunch.
We have to show the building, it's too cool. Sanford's awesome. We have plans of coming back where we do something called our Sunrail series, where we'll be featuring things to see and do off of the Sunrail, which is a train that runs here through Central Florida.
And that will be a little more detailed video.
Yeah. So stay tuned for that. We're really excited to get started on that. But other than that, today has been great. Again, thank you so much for Sanford Tours and Experiences for inviting us out today. Highly recommend it. Very, very informational. So thank you guys so much for joining us. We'll see you on our next adventure. Later, Gators.
Later, Gators.
You're gonna love Sanford, trust me.